Okay, good morning. Welcome back. Are you able to hear my voice clearly? Can you just message in the chat box, confirm?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Yes,
Okay. So continuing from where we left off, so we will look at the leveraging of secondary brand association. I'm sharing the screen from the reference material that has been already shared with all of you. So leveraging secondary brand knowledge to build brand equity. So if you see here, the focus is on how brands can use other brands to build their brand equity, in terms of the value of the brand. So now how is that done? So that can be done when the brand on its own, whatever efforts they are making, that would be the primary effort that they're making. Secondary brand knowledge would be that what all other brands knowledge or information about any other brand can be used to fortify, leverage, or extend the current brand knowledge. So let us look at some examples. This is broadly how you go about building the brand equity. We will come to that a little later because this encompasses of everything that you have studied. So this will be like a revision for all of you. So leveraging secondary associations. It is meaning that you try to create a new set of brand associations with the help of aligning or making sure your brand is taking the help of not only its own marketing efforts, but also the effort that has been created to make some other brand also very, strong, favorable, unique, and you associate the existing brand with some other brand in order to more fortify, more leverage the current brand association. So what is the effect that you are expecting when the secondary associations need to be developed? The effect on the existing brand knowledge of any brand would be to create the awareness and knowledge of the existing brand, meaningfulness of the knowledge of the entity, and the transferability of the knowledge. That means there should be a meaningful connect. For example, if you do celebrity endorsements and all that, why the celebrity is fitting the brand value and how the value of the brand will get enhanced with celebrity brand knowledge. Or for example, ingredient branding, we will look at. So how the component part of the branding, like how laptops or computers used to be advertised initially, Intel Inside. So the moment it is Intel processor, it tends to enhance the value of the brand in which it is put in. So whichever laptop or computer will be having that brand, it will tend to increase the value, right? Now let us look at, this is one more important part of the concept here. So how do you leverage secondary associations for your brand? So brand associations may themselves be linked to other entities, other corporates or other brands to create secondary associations. So what are some of the ways by which you do this? You can do it through the company's own branding strategy. I will tell you about some of the brands, how they are using their own company's background, history, heritage, and then they tend to say that this brand is from this company which is for so long, which has been there for so many years, or using the cutting edge technology, all of that. So talk about automobile companies, electronics companies, and all of that. They tend to highlight how the product or the brand that they are promoting is from the parent company, and what is the credibility of the parent company, the expertise, the credibility, the trustworthiness of the company, and all of that. Like you have seen for Nike, for example, why the brand, while the brand is making many efforts to be marketed and a lot of branding strategies are used, they will also highlight the heritage and history of Nike as a company in terms of promoting the brand. Or for example, if you look at a house of brands like Hindustan Unilever, or you look at Unilever per se, or Nestle and all, they will always talk about their different brands and highlight the fact that from where is this brand coming from? This is coming from the main company. Say it is a Nestle, or it is a Unilever, or Hindustan Unilever, or Procter and Gamble. All right. So you can use the basic company's own history, heritage, the background of the company to create an effort to make the brand more strong in the market. So when you're using beyond building, for example, when you're trying to build a brand like Lux, okay, Lux, when you're building, Yeah, thank you, Ravikiran. I got your message. So when you're building the brand, for example, Lux soap brand that is there, when you say that it is from Hindustan Unilever, you are talking about, taking the association of the company. Now, when you're going to use another set, say Lux does a lot of celebrity endorsements. So when you're using a certain celebrity, we will see some of the examples. Then you're going to use another point which you see in the last but 3 point, which is celebrity spokesperson. So you're using the benefit of another celebrity who would have been already known in the market, and you tend to borrow their association with your brand to make it more strong. All right. Next is, for example, country of origin. That is through identification of the product origin. So where is the product made? Why is it authentic? All of these. So the country of origin in certain cases, for example, you saw MTR. It is saying that it is all about the packaged food, and it is talking about South Indian cuisine, and it talks about where is it made from India, and where in India it is based in South India and in particular city. So what happens is you tend to use the country of origin or the place of origin to highlight the credibility of the particular product. So there could be many, you see in the market examples, say furniture, kitchen items, which they will say it is Italian design. All right, or you talk about food products and they will have the country of origin, or you talk about engineering products, automobile engineering, and some will say it is German engineering, some will talk about the South Asian origin. So the various kinds of country of origin effects, which emphasizes how expert or how much strong the brand is because of the place in which it is made. All right, next would be channel of distribution. So how channel of distribution, in which channels are you using your own channel? It would be your own efforts to create that, or are you using secondary channels? For example, if you're marketing through Amazon, or you're marketing through any of the physical or electronic channels. So if you are using both, electronic and physical channels, omni-channel, what type of channels are you using? Where can they go and find this brand? So is it found in retail stores? Can it be found in different dealer outlets? So whenever you take those brands, so if, for example, in the dealer outlets, if Adishwar is a great brand, Giriya's, Vivek's are great brand, Chroma is a great brand, and you said that these are available in Chroma store. So what you are saying is that Chroma as a store, being such a credible channel distribution system, they have decided to keep the product for sale in their stores and in their retail outlets. So what you try to say is that you take the help of the major channels that are available and say that your product is also stocked there. If you also say that your product is available for sale on Amazon or Flipkart or Myntra, being different types of product will be available in different types of channels. So what are you saying? You're saying that those channels also have chosen to stock the product or make sure that the product is available through that channel. So you're using the brand of, say, Amazon. When you say something is available on Amazon, your brand is going to be available on Amazon, or it is going to be available in Flipkart. So what you're doing, Amazon already has a brand name of its own, and you're trying to attach your brand with Amazon and create that secondary association. Now, why is it secondary? Because the brand Amazon is a third party brand. It is a separate brand. It is an external brand beyond the own brand. So when you say that your product is available, so supposing you're going to market shoes, say Bata shoes, and you say that they are available on Amazon. So what you're trying to say is Bata has its own, branding, whatever that you have done. Say Hush Puppy shoes are available on sale in Amazon. So you're saying that you are using the brand Amazon because it's a delivery channel for you, and you have associated with them to make sure that customers can avail of those brands through Amazon, online retailing channel. All right. So what happens is you are using Amazon as a channel. Same thing can be applied for different brands like restaurant brands and all when they are available on Swiggy. So people can order food from Swiggy's using particular restaurants or particular food centers. So when you say that, for example, dining restaurants, okay, fine dining, normal sweets and confectionery outlets, fast food outlets, you say Domino's is not only available from Domino's going to Okay, it has got disconnected. To restart it back. I'll just resume because there was a slight tech. So channel of distribution we have covered. To see that secondary association to other brands like co-branding. So co-branding wherein your brand exists with another brand and they will form a branding offer to the market. For example, a lot of times earlier, ICICI, IOCL, credit cards and also wherein ICICI Bank credit cards used to be co-branded with Indian Oil Corporation. So it used to people who used to put, fill up vehicles and get special discounts and all of that when they would use the ICICI Bank credit card. I'll also show some example. And a special case of co-branding is ingredient branding. What is ingredient? What is the meaning of ingredient? Put your answers in the chat box. Ingredients, components. So whenever you are using the brand of a component to showcase how the product is good, so you would say, for example, that the Dell Inspiron, or they're using Intel processors or something like that. So you're saying that the technology involved is creating some kind of benefit for the product because of the component that has been used. All right, non-stick utensils, they will talk about certain kind of components. Automobiles will talk about certain components of, their different kinds of materials that they're using, the engine component, the different kind of technology involved. If you're talking about smart connectivity, then different kinds of technology involved there. So these are aspects about ingredient branding. We'll look at some of the examples. The other is characters which you can make out of your brand. For example, Amul's that little girl that is shown, the Amul moped, or for example, Pillsbury's that Dove boy. All right, or you talk about so many of the Superman characters, this Spider-Man characters that are created, and then different kinds of branding can be done basis that. All right, so what happens is you try to use these characters to ensure that you might be able to have licensing options on them, and you can also cross sell or have lot many accessories that you can build up in and around the brand to ensure that these kind of characters can also be extended into other brands by maybe other service providers with a licensing fee, and make sure that the brand itself is getting much more advertised or much more promoted. The other is celebrity spokesperson. So whenever you are using any kind of celebrities, sports celebrities, arts, people who are known in other fields, and you take their help to endorse your brand. So like Amitabh Bachchan does it, or in different states and different kinds of towns and cities, when you're using any famous person there to promote the brand, you're using celebrities. So they already have, the celebrities already have a huge fan following. They're already known for their own brand, and then you try to borrow their brand association to make sure that your brand is also getting much more leverage. One classic example of using celebrity endorsement has been done by Lux as a brand. The other is events, when you are going to associate yourself with different kinds of events. So for example, sports events like Olympics, or you're talking about IPL in cricket, or you talk about different kinds of entertainment, events. For example, the Filmfare Award has been used as a sponsorship platform for different brands. You could be using different types of, sporting events, and then make that as an event where people can sponsor, that is companies can sponsor their products there, and they will use that particular event as a platform to showcase and extend their brand awareness and brand knowledge among customers. And these kind of events can be any and various types. So for example, even in a very, very local marketing kind of a situation, you will see that there are examples wherein local, for example, school functions, you will see stationery companies, they will be coming and sponsoring the various kinds of requirements for the school. You could have different kinds of cultural events in a locality which can be sponsored by different kinds of sporting goods company. So the other third party sources could be any kind of awards and reviews. Like I have told you before, publicity and public relations is an important aspect of integrated marketing communication. So what happens in this cases is that integrated marketing communication, all the effort that you are trying to do in terms of promoting the brand or leveraging the brand can be done through many efforts, out of which the credibility of the brand tends to come out when any other source apart from the brand's primary sources of communication, the company saying good about itself, the brand promoting its good, product or credibility about itself is of course there. But what if people say that they are already getting an award, say Business Today gives them an award, Filmfare gives them an award, or for example, JD, you get different quality awards, you are certified from ISO, you have different accreditations, you get good customer reviews. All right, so what happens is this helps you to get for the brand a third party source vetting your brand or promoting your brand, saying that this brand is good. So nothing like a third party, somebody or an entity who's external to the company actually speaking about the brand. And this also includes even customer reviews, even critics reviews. For example, when films are released, you will see that film critics, their reviews are often promoted in social media, in televisions or in news channels and all of that, or newspapers, to promote how the film is. And there are people who will see those reviews and then they will go and see the film. The reviews also would be customer reviews. Maybe people who have seen the movie earlier, they would also try to say, and there can be different kinds of ratings. That is why you would see that, for example, Amazon, Jeff Bezos, he believed very strongly in the customer reviews, and he ensured that from the beginning itself, in his Amazon platform, web platform, he ensured that customer review is something that is given importance. Even though initially they had got it for various types of services, not many customer reviews were very favorable, but what he felt was when the customer is giving the review, that's a very, very important feedback, and that can help in terms of fine-tuning the operation, and that is how it happened. So even though initially there could have been bad reviews, even now also for different products, different sellers, there are different kinds of reviews which come. Top reviews would be, say, when they give a 5-star, or very bad reviews would be something where people are rating it as 1 star. So basically what happens, it indicates the kind of satisfaction people would have felt about different attributes of a particular services functionality. How that helps is that whenever any customer is giving a good review, that would of course help the brand like Amazon to tell other customers that how good the products are available in the platform. But also, if there are bad reviews, it also helps the sellers, because Amazon is an aggregator of sorts. So whenever there will be a bad review, it also reflects upon the sellers, and not only Amazon takes due precautions and care in its process of empaneling all these sellers, but it also provides to the seller a direct feedback about the quality of service that it has rendered. And definitely too many bad reviews will affect the company. So does the opposite aspect, which is the more rave reviews, the more good reviews and excellent reviews come in, it also boosts the kind of sales of the product. So let us look at some of the examples quickly here with illustrations from the industry, and let us try and identify what kind of secondary brand association is this talked of. So let us look at Dell, for example. I'm sharing the screen. You can use the chat box and answer. So tell me, what is the kind of leveraging of secondary associations is happening here? So let me just focus on something here. So I'm sharing with you the Dell.com website. All right. And for example, here you can see all the products. I hope you're able to see the screen navigation that I'm doing. So what have we seen so far? We said that companies can use secondary brand associations by talking about the company, about the, association with other brands, ingredient branding, celebrity endorsement, and all of that. So let's just take, for example, Dell, which has been like a pioneer in, direct marketing of the laptops to customers, B2C model. So here you see that there are different types of laptops being showcased. All right. And there is a filtered results at the left. So let me see if I can do an annotation on the screen here quickly so that we are all in sync with what we want to know. I will use this red color. Now tell me, when this company is trying to advertise all of these, I am highlighting in red, okay, left side of your screen. Tell me the one which I'm ticking. What kind of brand association do you think this is about? When it is saying that it is using Intel Core i9, Intel Core i7, or AMD Ryzen, or any of these, what is the type of brand association is it talking about? Is it a celebrity endorsement? Is it an ingredient branding? Is it a company branding effort? What type of branding is it using? Intel. Is it their own technology?
Ingredient branding.
Ingredient branding. Thank you very much, Shreyas. Very good. Excellent. All right. Right. So you've got the point here. Now, for example, other things are all about the accessories. So if you leave apart that one, and let me just reshare the screen so that I wanted to highlight one more thing here. Yeah. Now, when you're talking about the products here, view all products. So what are you seeing here? Once you click this, it talks about all the products that it has, right? From which company? Which company is it?
Dell, man.
Dell. Now, somebody wants to know about Dell and they click here, the differences are, or the details of the products are given here. So when you're talking about this, what is it that you're highlighting? What is it that you're highlighting? Dell monitors, dual screen productivity on the go, shopping, Dell support. They're using the brand Dell in order to showcase either their new sales or their services component or anything that is their Dell EMC productivity, something which is about this server kind of a thing, workstations. Everything has a prefix of Dell. Now, what happens when you're talking about Dell Technologies? What is this information going to provide? Different laptops are there. So different products and different kind of models are there. Their branding activity will happen. But it is coming from which company? Which company is it coming from?
Dell, man.
Dell. So when you are saying that, you know, this is who we are a diverse team with unique perspectives, purpose, strategy, all of that. The company is Dell Technologies. What are you talking? Which kind of brand association are you dealing with? Let us look at the screen quickly so that you're able to relate what we are studying here. What is the secondary brand association here? The Vostro laptops, something else, Dell Inspiron being there. What is a secondary brand association that is used here? When you're saying Intel, or you talked about those, iCore processors and all of that, you said it is ingredient branding. And then you said these laptops are from the company, Dell Technologies. Which is the brand association that you're using? Is it company, country of origin, channel of distribution, other brands? How? Which is it? Which is it? Did you understand the question? Okay, let me give you another example so that perhaps it will become clear. Let me share with you another screen. And you tell me in that case, 1 minute, tell me which is the, 1 minute, which is the association that is used. Okay, now let me share the screen here. Now here, I've put up a different screen here. Now they're talking about some bespoke refrigerators. Bespoke refrigerators, okay? So this is from a company. This is a bespoke refrigerators. Can you identify which is the company from which it is from?
Samsung.
I'm at stuck, mom.
1 minute, just hold on.
I am Raju Pullan and I'm here to introduce quite possibly the most exciting range of refrigerators. Say hello to the Bespoke range. But before I start talking about the Samsung Bespoke, let me talk about the inspiration behind it. Bespoke owes its genesis to consumers wanting experiences tailor-made for them. From customized brunches to personalized holidays, from commissioned art to tailored fitness plans, Bespoke is synonymous with luxury, and it is in. And if something is in, how can we stay out? So here we are with a range of custom-made refrigerators that are designed keeping in mind your lifestyle. The Bespoke range of 4-door Flex French door refrigerators will come in both elegant steel and premium dual-tone glass finish. We are the first ones in India to bring such design innovation. The dual-tone glass designs sync perfectly well with modern contemporary kitchens. The toughened glam glass brightens your surroundings and can handle daily usage with aplomb. And if you think Bespoke is all art and no substance, you will be delighted to know that it's packed with cutting-edge technology, the IoT-enabled Family Hub. The IoT-enabled Family Hub empowers a connected lifestyle for you and your family. It allows you to control the Bespoke and all the other connected devices through the SmartThings app, anywhere, anytime. To add to it, there are multiple flex zones to keep your favorite blueberry cheesecake as fresh and heavenly as your wife's eternal favorite, the salmon sushi. The all-new beverage center has a water dispenser inside the fridge to ensure it stays clean and hygienic. If you like staying hydrated with flavored water, there is the autofill water pitcher. And for those who fancy mocktails, there is the dual ice maker offering regular cubes of ice as well as softer chewable ice bites which cool your mocktails faster. Like I said, this is just the beginning and the future is most definitely Bespoke. For those who love flexibility and personalization, just log on to Samsung.com or visit our premium store as something special awaits you. Finally, the Bespoke, a refrigerator that is designed for you, by you, is here.
Yeah, so can somebody indicate through the chat box or unmute and tell me what kind of secondary brand associations are there? So for example, when the video starts, it talks about some aspect. Listen to it.
I'm Raju Pullan and I'm here to introduce quite possibly the most exciting range of refrigerators.
Who is he? Who is this person who's actually talking in the video? Promoting Bespoke refrigerators, a new line of refrigerators with different technologies, different kinds of lifestyle, requirement, meeting details are mentioned here. From which company is this from?
Samsung.
Samsung. Who's the person? Very good. So Samsung it is from, and they're, emphasizing that point that this particular line of fridge or this brand of refrigerators, okay, see, you will be able to identify also very many things. What is a segmentation criteria here based on what? For whom are these refrigerators? The moment you are able to answer these questions, you'll be able to see how beautifully the applications are done from the theory or from the theoretical framework, how things are getting implemented basis some certain structures. So what kind of based on what is this particular type of product developed? What kind of segmentation criteria has been identified? Is it gender or is it lifestyle? Is it behavioral? What kind?
Modern lifestyle, ma'am.
More?
Modern lifestyle.
Modern lifestyle. So it is on lifestyle, right? Modern, of course. Right, very good. So lifestyle segmentation criteria is in which aspect? Is it a demographic or a psychographic segmentation criteria? So you have different segmentation criteria, remember? Geographic, demographic, psychographic, behavioral. Psychographic is all lifestyle related. Demographic would be population related, age, gender, income, occupation, all of that. So basis which segmentation criteria this particular refrigerator has been developed and is getting marketed? Demographic or psychographic?
Psychographic, ma'am.
Psychographic, very good, thanks. And then who has developed this? Which company? Pranita has answered that question. Which company?
Samsung, ma'am.
Samsung. So when they are harping and they are talking about these things in this promotional video, they are emphasizing that it is from the company Samsung. Now, when they are saying it is from the company Samsung, what kind of secondary brand association is being used? Is it country of origin, company, celebrity, endorsements, ingredient branding? What is it? Who is this person?
I am Raju Pullan and I'm here to introduce
Raju Pullan, who is he?
Senior Vice President,
VP
Of
Samsung.
Samsung India Consumer Electronics, right? So they are trying to emphasize this is from the company Samsung. So what kind of secondary brand association is being used? Which secondary brand association?
Like,
Which is the
region wise, ma'am, like for especially for
no. Which is the brand actually? Which is the main brand here?
Samsung.
Then, no, which is the brand here that he's talking about? Listen in.
quite possibly the most exciting range of refrigerators. Say hello to the Bespoke range. But before I start talking about the Samsung Bespoke, let me talk about the inspiration behind it. Bespoke owes its genesis.
Which line of refrigerators are these?
Bespoke.
Samsung Bespoke, right? So this is the primary brand. So from which company it is? Which company?
Samsung.
Samsung. So what is the secondary brand association here? What have they used?
Correct.
Refrigerators from Samsung, right? So this company association now. So one is the primary thing, which is the brand. The second thing will be from which company is it? That is the secondary brand association. So they are now talking about the company name. That's why the vice president himself is talking about this new range of refrigerators, right? Now, what other types of secondary brand association can you identify here? Please listen in.
To consumers wanting experiences tailor-made for them, from customized brunches to personalized holidays, from commissioned art to tailored fitness plans. Bespoke is synonymous with luxury, and it is in. And if something is in, how can we stay out? So here we are with a range of custom-made refrigerators that are designed keeping in mind your lifestyle.
Note the different kinds of brands which will come up now.
The Bespoke range of 4-door Flex French door refrigerators will come in both elegant steel and premium dual-tone glass finish. We are the first ones in India to bring such design innovation. The dual-tone glass designs sync perfectly well with modern contemporary kitchens. The toughened glam glass brightens your surroundings and can handle daily usage with aplomb. And if you think Bespoke is all art and no substance, you will be delighted to know that it's packed with cutting-edge technology, the IoT-enabled Family Hub. The IoT-enabled Family.
Tell me, till now, what did you identify? Any secondary brand association?
The characters, ma'am.
What characteristics?
He told about bespokes and the smart applications.
Yes. And what do you see on the screen?
you can connect your TVs, laptops, and everything in with the fridge. And he told about the ice making, ma'am, and he has a
Wait. Ice making is later.
Powers a connected.
Ice making is later.
Yes,
Hang on. Before that, something is on the screen right now.
the climate weather forecasting, ma'am.
Something else is on the screen now. Okay, climate forecasting is happening. Something is getting connected. Anything else? Connectivity. Is there anything here? Any other brand association happening for this Samsung bespoke refrigerators? Any technology development?
IoT.
Huh?
IoT, ma'am. He talked about
IoT. Okay, IoT is very generic. So IoT what? What is there? What is there on the screen?
weather forecast, ma'am.
Okay, what is? Look in the screen well. It is not only weather forecast. How is it unique? What is enabling all of this? Lifestyle. What is enabling all of this? What is enabling this? What technology is enabling all of this? Is there a trademark? Is there anything here which you see on the screen?
It might be Google, ma'am.
It might be Google. Okay, Google everybody can use it. Everybody can use it. But what is this that they are using here? What is it that they're using here? What is it that they're using here?
Family.
What is this? Family Hub. This IoT kind of technology. See this TM. It is trademarked. It is protected. This is their technology which they are using. Like you would have heard of, we endlessly keep harping about Intel Inside, and we say that's a technology, that's a ingredient branding. How is it all of this happening for this company or this particular refrigerator line? Family Hub, is it? Let us listen in a little ahead, more than that. 1 second, just listen in a little beyond that. 1 minute, let me just stop the sharing and put it back again. Listen in. So Family Hub is another technology which they're talking about, which is their secondary brand association. That is a technology being used. Listen in. I'm rewinding.
IoT-enabled Family Hub. The delighted to know that it's packed with cutting-edge technology. The IoT-enabled Family Hub. The IoT-enabled Family Hub empowers a connected lifestyle for you and your family. It allows you to control the bespoke and all the other connected devices through the SmartThings app.
Tell me what else is here? Any other secondary brand?
SmartThings, ma'am.
SmartThings app,
Yeah.
right? Which enables it to get connected through the Samsung, through their Samsung phones and keep it connected to the family for the family related use purposes, right? Just listen in. I'm rewinding it a little bit more. You people have missed out a little bit of another co-branding or another kind of a secondary brand association. Quickly identify this.
Aplomb. And if you think bespoke is all art and no substance, you will be delighted to know that it's design innovation. The bespoke range of Fodoflex French door refrigerators will come in both elegant steel and premium dual tone glass finish.
What do you see here? Can you identify anything here? Anything part of secondary brand association?
The Doflex, ma'am.
Doflex, okay, 4-door flex. What else? They're using certain kind of things for the features.
The steel and the glass.
Glam Glass 934L. We don't know anything about that because these are not your and my area of being very familiar. But these are the kind of component specification that they are using, which they are saying is giving the fridge the finish that it is required. So whether it is a steel finish or a glass finish, it is getting identified here. Have you seen below the each of the models? It is mentioned here. Bespoke Family Hub, black caviar steel, 865. Bespoke Family Hub, glam glass, which is a glass finish, 934L. Bespoke 4-door flex, glam glass 670L. So which means these are important components. Whenever people, for lifestyle purposes, when people go and take these kind of things for interior decoration and all that, these kind of component and their features make a very, very big impact on the pricing, on the kind of finish, on the kind of lifestyle, statement that people want to make. And that's what they are actually talking about. So have you seen that this particular brand is getting associated with different secondary brand associations? So Glam Glass 934L is one of the, what is this secondary brand association? Can you tell me? Is it company? Samsung Bespoke from Samsung. So we said that is company association. When you say that it is being built with Glam Glass 934L or Black Caviar Steel 865L, what is this? Which type of secondary brand association is this?
Character, ma'am.
Okay, is it character? One second. Let me just, 1 second. I'll put it on the screen again. You have to identify, because be very careful. You need to be able to identify all of this, because application is also very important from the exam point of view. All right, so let me just put it up for all of you and tell me what type of association are all these. Glam Glass 934 or whatever, Caviar Steel. Tell me what type of brand associations, secondary brand association are you talking about? Why secondary? Is Samsung into glass making, steel making? No, they are into something else, but they're using those.
Branding.
Very good, ingredient branding. So it is a form of, forming association with another brand. Is it clear to all of you? Very good, identified. Well, let us go back. Then you saw that Smart Hub technology. That is something that they have developed and they're using it, isn't it? So that is also part of the...
and if you think Bespoke is all art and no substance, you will be delighted to know that it's
cutting-edge technology, the IoT-enabled Family Hub. The IoT-enabled Family Hub empowers a connected lifestyle for you and your family. It allows you to control the Bespoke and all the other connected devices through the SmartThings app.
Quickly, I'll just
anywhere,
forward it.
any as fresh and heavenly as your wife's eternal favorite, the salmon sushi. The all-new beverage center has a water dispenser inside the fridge to ensure it stays clean and hygienic.
This is also an example of their ingredient thing. That is beverage center. See, TM mark. That means it is trademark. Nobody can copy it. Maybe the process, the particular product type.
If you like staying hydrated with flavored water, there is the autofill water pitcher. And for those who fancy mocktails, there is the dual ice maker offering regular cubes of ice as well as softer chewable ice bites which cool your mocktails faster. Like I said, this is just the beginning and the future is most definitely Bespoke. For those who love flexibility and personalization, just log on to Samsung.com or visit our premium store as something special awaits you.
What is this all about? He's talking about what kind of brand association? Visit their website or any of the premium store location there. Are they selling through any dealer or they're selling on their own?
On their own, ma'am.
On their own. So that is talking about the channel own. If they are going to sell through any other dealer outlet, that would be the leveraging the secondary brand association through channels. All right. So let us now stop this one and we will look at a different brand, and you're going to tell me for that brand what is the brand association that we are looking at. Let's look at something which all of you are very familiar with, and you tell me. Look at the screen, please, students. Can you look at the screen? Tell me what are these associations? Which brand is this?
Lux, ma'am.
Yeah, here we are talking about Lux. Yes. What else? So what is the secondary brand association here? Secondary brand association. What type of secondary brand association has been used? You got all of these? So there are some more things here also. You've seen this? Let us look at some more associations and then you tell me what is the secondary brand association that is being visible.
The celebrity name.
Okay, so we look at only clippings. Now, Tell me what type of secondary brand association do you notice here? Lux.
Celebrity spokesperson.
Okay, yes, celebrity spokesperson, correct? All right, anything else? Are they using also when you're leveraging the promotion? See, what did you see? Movies, some of the, what should I say, the advertisement clippings, some of the advertisements that they have done with the celebrities. And where was it posted? What screen did I open?
Facebook, ma'am.
Facebook, right? Meta now. So when they are doing these marketing communications through Facebook channel, so what is the brand that they are using? What is it that they are using?
Channels.
Ingredient.
Not ingredient branding. It is again not co-branding, but they're using that channel, which means they're promoting through. I'll just show you. They have their marketing communication, which they are running through. 1 second, this is getting shared. They are using the social media platforms, and they have used the social media different social media platforms which are used. So they are connected with what type of social media platforms? What do you see on the screen? What type of social media platforms?
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn.
Instagram, LinkedIn also, right? So they are also getting associated with all of these. Now, why are they getting associated with all of these? Little bit pause on the secondary brand association. Recall the integrated marketing communication. You're not only going to build your own advertisement with all those Kohlis and Shah Rukh Khan and all that, but you're also going to ensure that those advertisement clippings are not only there on YouTube, but they will also get reflected through a Facebook platform or through Twitter or Instagram or LinkedIn, whichever the other social media platforms that the company decides to get associated with. All right, so that is again to do with IMC, integrated marketing communication. All right, now let us look at something else here and tell me what kind of association is this quickly, because that is all that is there, because the rest of the slides in that reference material is all to do with the explanation. So whenever you're able to identify these things that I'm asking you to identify right now, you are already getting yourself familiar with the different ways that secondary brand association can be leveraged. So let me share the screen and then you tell me what is it. First, you tell me which is this brand. Which is this brand that I have opened the screen from?
HDFC Bank.
HDFC Bank, right? Now they have different kinds of products. I'm going to take up one such offering out of whatever they have, money transfer, cards, bill payments, and all of that. So I'm going to take up credit cards. Now, when you click this, there are different things which come up, different types of credit cards. And these credit cards can be based on these kind of things: Infinia, Metal Edition, Diners Club, Black Credit Card. Can you tell me what kind of branding is happening here? Any secondary brand association is happening? Any secondary brand association is happening here? Which is the primary brand? Which is the main brand?
HDFC Bank.
HDFC Bank.
And the secondary bank is the Diners Club Bank.
Very good, Shreyas. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Good. Now, let us look at another one. 1 second. Let us quickly look at something else. So, it is the secondary brand is Diners Club. Now, this Diners Club, or another example, let me bring you to this one, for example. Now, you tell me what kind of secondary brand association it is talking about. Primary brand is, card is from HDFC Bank. So, company association, HDFC Bank. What kind of card is this?
Paytm card.
Paytm, HDFC Bank, mobile credit card. So, which is the secondary brand here?
Paytm.
Paytm. Then what type of brand association is this? What type of secondary brand association? Is it an ingredient branding?
Yes, ma'am. Ingredient brand.
Will it be, is it helping? Then Visa credit cards, so Visa debit cards. What is helping? Will they be able to do this? Cards, will they be able to function without being associated with a MasterCard or a Visa? They cannot. So the basic component of the enabling system of the electronic payments is done by Visa or MasterCard, right? But when you are doing something with, for example, Paytm, or for example, let me just show you another one. It is just not associating, co-branding with another company. It is something to do with the, one second, let me just open this. See here, there are some credit cards based on here, fuel. Okay, what do you see here? You're not able to see the card, I think so. 1 minute. So what I'm trying to open here is another type of a co-branding, which you can see for the purpose of, again, segmentation criteria is usage. Usage for filling up petrol, for fuel. What is the name of this card?
It is Indian Oil co-branding.
Yes, Indian Oil HDFC Bank credit card. And they have given a small picture of that card also. So what happens is, earn up to 50 liters of free fuel annually, 5% of your spends as fuel points at Indian Oil outlets. Understood? So which is a secondary brand here? Indian Oil. What type of a leveraging of the, it is there on the right side of the screen. You can see the type of the card on the right side of the screen. Have you all seen it? Right side, top side. So you will see the HDFC Bank logo on the right side, and then you can see the IOCL, Indian Oil logo on the left side. I'm trying to increase the resolution of the screen for all of you, right? So this is a co-branding, HDFC Bank with Indian Oil. And this card is enabled with Visa. That Visa enablement for people to be able to use it. Wi-Fi enable, have you seen? The different features are here. There's another type of the same credit card, which is through the RuPay. RuPay, enablement for the electronic payment. So these are again, Visa will be an example of an ingredient branding, because it is helping in terms of the electronic payment. They're using the Visa network, or it could be MasterCard also, it could be RuPay also. But when HDFC, this credit card, the name of this brand is Indian Oil HDFC Bank credit card. The primary brand is this, the entire credit card name. The company association is HDFC Bank, because this credit card is coming from the bank. The bank's name is HDFC Bank. The co-branding is with Indian Oil and also with Visa. Visa is like the ingredient branding. Indian Oil is the co-branding partner, because you're getting benefits from Indian Oil for the users of this particular, credit card. Now, there is another one quickly, which I will help you to see that once again, and you'll be able to identify another co-branding example. Which is that example? Let us go back. And then you will tell me quickly which is that co-branding partner. Let us look at, so this credit cards here is segmentation. You are able to see the segmentation is based on lifestyle, entertainment, travel. So we saw the previous one as an example from the fuel aspect. Let us see something from the travel thing. What is here? Which is any secondary brand association happening here?
Indigo, ma'am.
Yes, 6E rewards Indigo HDFC Bank credit card. Have you seen the card on the right side? Can you see it? All of you, I hope you're able to see that.
Yes, ma'am.
6E rewards. It is itself looking different. It is looking different, right? What is looking different here? The card type, rather than what we saw for the HDFC Bank IOCL card. All right. So which is the secondary brand association? With Indigo, like you said. That's an example of a co-branding. And a special case of co-branding here is also with Visa, because that's the enabler. Clear? I hope you're able to understand the leveraging of the secondary brand associations so far. So in order to complete this, what we were doing in today's class, so we have looked at different kinds of secondary brand associations, and you can identify that leveraging secondary brand associations can be done by any of these ways, wherein the particular brand gets associated with the company from whom it is, country of origin, different kinds like our khadi products or any Indian products or food products and all of that, channel of distribution, if any, other brands, which is called co-branding. Special case of co-branding is ingredient branding. It can be through characters like you have all seen, Amul, Muppet and all of these. It can be through celebrities, spokesperson, if at all, and we have in a lot of examples there. Amitabh Bachchan is one of the key celebrities, Shah Rukh Khan, Virat Kohli. So you can have celebrities from all across the spectrum, and you can do through events and of course other third-party sources. After that, the entire your set of these slides are going to explain all of these in detail, which you can look at. And if you have any doubts, you can come back tomorrow. Tomorrow, we will look at the brand value chain quickly and we will finish it off. Now, we have already finished the syllabus pertaining to your subject here. So module 3 and 4. We are done with module 3 and 4, and we are just ending module 4 with some more examples, which we'll cover tomorrow. And perhaps Wednesday, we will have a recap or a revision of whatever we've done so far and any kind of doubts that you may have. Thank you so much for coming.
Ma'am, you have any question bank, ma'am? Important question bank, ma'am, for the exam?
Not really, no question bank as such, because when you see the material that I've shared with all of you, basically they're exhaustive cases. And if you see the book and the PPT that has been shared, it is in the form of those kind of questions only. Like, for example, what is branding, definition of branding, or where is integrated marketing communication can be used, the different advantages and disadvantages. The application of all of these is through examples that you see on in the market, and the examples that I have shared with you from different resources like IBEF, Interbrand, examples of branding as such from each of the companies, which I've also shared with all of you, and we have seen like Nike or Disney or all of these that I've shared. And then so these are more of what should I say, application based questions. Definitions, the examples or description of it is given in the PPT. So each of the PPT's statements or the subject matter of the PPT itself is like a question. And of course, the textbook, whatever questions are there, they are applicable. So we can look at some of these things maybe tomorrow after the mid of the class, wherein you can perhaps ask something more pertinent, which will be like, if it is a section A kind of a question, how do you answer? Section B kind of a question, how do you answer? Section C, cases and illustration or writing, for that you're all familiar with it. It's very exhaustive. It's a mix of the concept and its application. So it's all about how you practice writing, or how you bring it across. So we can look at what is required, how much is required for a 5 marks question, a 5 marks answer, and how much is required for a 10 marks answer. We can discuss it in class tomorrow. And section C will be all about how you have all done your assignments, which is your thought process regarding a particular case situation, your own suggestions, any unique ways that you think the brand can be enhanced using all the approaches, all the concepts. Is it okay? So I'll stop the recording.